welcome back. Welcome back. Week 13 is in the books. Week 14 is here, boys. What was week 13? Week 13 was fucking ours. We went 10-6. We started with 10-3 before the last three games on the slate. So we could have had a better day, but we ran all three unders. Probably could have turned out better than we wanted to. But it is what it is. We're 10-6, and guess what? The whole fucking channel record for the year after 13 weeks is 97, 95, and 1. What have I been saying this whole time? All I've been saying is that we're going to get positive, and then we're going to stay positive. That's the fucking goal here, and I don't see any point in stopping, any way of stopping. Yeah, baby, let's go and get into these. Let's go and get in these week 14 games. I'm excited just as you guys are, so let's hop in here. Okay, let's go ahead. First game of the week, we do have Cowboys at the Lions. Your Lions are 3-point favorites, and the over-under is 54 points. Dallas is coming in here second in NFC East at 6-5, and Detroit third in the NFC North at 7-5. Dallas, what are they coming off a 3-game winning streak? They just beat the Chiefs. Eagles back-to-back. That's pretty impressive. And Detroit, they are coming off the loss against the Packers. Head-to-head, these two teams, last time they played was last year in October. Lions decimated them, 47-9. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can. But you know what? That Lions team isn't the same without Ben Johnson. And the Cowboys do own him, as you see right here. 7-3, straight up, 5-5 against the spread. And the overs do go 7-3 as well here. Dallas offense should be at full strength for this game. On the other side of the ball, St. Brown didn't practice, I believe, and the Lions are pretty banged up on both sides of the ball. Yeah, their defense, secondary, banged up. Imagine CD and Pickens now going after them. Yeah, I don't really know, man, but Lions do have the whole home field advantage here. And like we said, Dallas just knocked off two tough opponents. But the overs, what it said at 54, the game does indicate that game is going to be a little bit higher scoring. I do like the overs in this game. I know we do take primetime unders. We do talk about that a lot here. But with two of these offenses that are high powered and a shaky defense on, the Lions side of the ball, I do like the over here. Cowboys at plus money is tempting too. You could probably take them plus the 3 money line if you're feeling a little crazy. But I'm going to go over 54 here. I think that's the play. Over 54 Thursday night, Dallas, Detroit. Let's move on to the Sunday slate. First game of the slate, we do got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are 6-point favorites here, over under 43 points. Pittsburgh's coming in here at 6-6, and Baltimore 6-6, both first in the AFC North. I guess you could say that. At least that's what this game is going for. And then last week, Pittsburgh did shit the bed versus the Bills 26-7. Rodgers did get pretty beat up in that game. Baltimore coming off that loss against Cincinnati. We did call that. I did say that was probably the pick of the week. No, we did have the Cowboys, but that was another one. Dog of the week. Yeah, and we did say sprinkle on the Bengals money line, which we did, and we won there. So, but yeah, head-to-head, these two teams, last time they played was January 11th, 2025. Ravens decimated them 28-14. But the Steelers do hold the straight-up record, 7-3, straight up, 6-4 against the spread, and these games tend to go under, 1-9 to the over-under. Yeah, both these teams entering this game 6-6. We just said, huge game on the line here, dude. The AFC North football, tough, dude. Tough, gritty football, dude. But all I could say is the Steelers better hope that they Patrick Queen's good to go on their defense, because they're going to need him this game, especially to keep Lamar in check, Derrick Henry, because they're going to keep the Steelers D in check. So I could see this game probably ending like 24-14, just because it's a divisional AFC North matchup, dude. Give me the under 43.5 here. I think it's down to 43 now. So yeah, give me the under 43. That's the way the cookie's crumbling. So let's just roll with it. Let's go to the next game here. Seattle Seahawks at your Atlanta Falcons, 7-point favorite. Seahawks over under 44. Seattle's coming in here at 9-3, second in the NFC West, and Atlanta's 4-8, third in the NFC South. That division is pretty bad, if you ask me. This is probably one of the worst division games against one of the best divisional games this week. So Seattle 8-2 straight up in the past 10. Atlanta 3-7. Head to head, these teams are straight up even and against the spread at 5-5. But the games do tend to go over. But last time these two teams played last year, they were in a boat. I mean, Seattle wasn't as good as they were this year, but Falcons are just a dumpster fire this year. Yeah, I don't really know what to think on this game, other than I hope Seattle's defense can get healthy. Jamal Adams is still out. Witherspoon questionable with hamstring, and Atlanta's defense is banged up as well. AJ Terrell being questionable. And with that said, I don't know if anybody can guard JSN on the defense with Atlanta. I don't know. Atlanta's so hot and cold here. Like there's weeks where they move the ball, they can't move the ball. They got Kirk Cobain's like Kirk Cousins. Like I don't even know what they're doing, man. They look better with Penix. That's all I could say. So the public is on the overs here. I know they do go 7-3 to the over, but with the Falcons playing just terrible football, and I don't even know if they're going to be able to score. And both these teams kind of do favor the run here. So I think the under is going to be the play here. Let's go with the under 44.5 for the Seattle Seahawks at your Falcons. Next game here on the slate is going to be the Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. Browns are 4-point favorites, over under 34.5. Tennessee's fourth in the AFC South here at 1-11. One-win season. What a season, Cam Ward. Kind of sucks if he's him, but oh well, he got paid. Cleveland Browns coming in here at fourth in the AFC North, 3-9. Tennessee, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game losing streak, dude. That's just embarrassing. What, they put 3 points up against Jacksonville last week? Terrible. On the other side of the ball, Browns, they are on a 1 game losing streak. They lost the game against San Francisco. We had the Browns last week. That was kind of a risky play, but I say we do crazy stuff here on the show, so that's what we rolled with. Head-to-head, these two teams, 5-4. Titans do own them straight up, and Browns do own them 5-3 against the spread, 5-3-1. And the games do tend to go over. Last time these two teams played, though, you're looking at 2 years ago, and that game did go under that 38 total. But this is probably one of the worst games of the week, man. I don't really know what to expect here. Besides, it's going to be an ugly football. It's going to be a shit bowl, shit show, whatever you want to call it. And you know what? The line at being 40 or 34 actually indicates that. Vegas knows they know there's not going to be any scoring in this game. Titans are beat down. Browns lost Malik Collins up front on the defensive line. Garrett should still be able to take care of them. But man, I don't really trust either team. Give me the Browns minus 3.5 here. I guess Shedeur is going to do something again. He's going to show out against Cam Ward, right? He's going to show, hey man, I should have been that first pick out of the draft. So yeah, give me Browns minus 3.5. Let's go ahead and move to this next game here. We got the Dolphins at the Jets. Dolphins 2.5 point favorites, and the over-unders at 41.5 here. Dolphins are coming in here at 5-7. The Jets are coming in here at 3-9. Third and fourth in the AFC East. It is a divisional matchup in this game. Dolphins, they are coming off a little 3-game win streak here, but against 3, I guess, mediocre. Buffalo's probably the only good team on there, let's be honest. And then the Jets are coming off the win. Game-winning field goal against Atlanta, 27-24. Last time these two teams played, they did already play this year, and the Dolphins did beat them 27-21. It is kind of tough to beat the same team back-to-back in the same year. We've always talked about this. We talk about it every week. You guys can see right here, the Dolphins are 1-4 away, on the road this year. So, and then this is going to be they've had 4 straight home games. So this is going to be the first game on the road for the Dolphins. And they don't play good and cold, man. Tua doesn't play good and cold. New York's going to be chilly. They better bring their motherfucking stockings, bro. Jets are 8-4 against the spread this season. So I don't know why. I don't know why you would take the Dolphins, dude. I don't know. The unders are probably a good play. It's going to be cold out there. Line reflects it. It's sitting at 41.5. But we're just going to go Jets plus 2.5. I feel like that's going to be one of the actually better plays of the week, even though it's going to be a terrible game. I feel like the Jets are going to be a good play. Jets plus 2.5 here. Next game on the board, we got the Saints at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers 8.5 point favorites. And then we got over under 42.5. Kamara's still questionable for the Saints. That MCL got a little knee problem. Don't know if he's going to play. Probably shouldn't play. And a lot of the Saints are on the IR. So, and on the other side of the ball, Tampa is healthy, and they did what I think they beat the Saints already this year, right? Yeah, they played in October, beat them 23-3 straight up. New Orleans is coming off a 2-game losing streak. Tampa coming off that win against Arizona. That was a home game for them, though. So they back-to-back home games against a divisional opponent. Saints don't really have anything to play here for. So I don't know, man. I'm not really a big fan of taking like a big spread in a divisional game at the -8. Especially, I don't know. I'm gonna go unders, man. I think I like the under on this game. Divisional games under 43 is gonna be the pick here. Yeah, I think that's the play here. Let's go to the next game. We got Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got Colts -2 over under 47.5. The Colts are entering here at a 2-game losing skid, coming off 2 back-to-back tough teams. Losing to the Texans 20-16 last week. And Jacksonville, they are coming off a 3-game winning streak, beating 2 pretty bad teams, and then they beat the Chargers right there. But they did get beat by the Texans, 4 games ago. Head-to-head, these 2 teams, the Jags own them, man. The Jags own them 6-4 straight up, 8-2 against the spread. These games do tend to go over, and the last time these 2 teams played, it did go into overtime. So, personally, let's look back here. So the Jags, they haven't won. Hold on, let's take a break. A little deli break. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. I mean, Daniel Jones, he's banged up. He's pretty much limping. He's running on one leg out there. He's dealing with a fractured fibula. So I don't know. Is this the week where he's going to be able to kick it back in, or is this the week where the Colts just kind of their season just kind of goes like the old Daniel Dimes way? And on the other side of the ball, Sauce Gardner. I don't think he's going to be able to play. He's doubtful. He's got a calf strain. So yeah, I don't know. The Colts, they're not looking too sharp, man. This good season can go down the drain quick. Jags are coming in off that big win, like I said, against Tennessee, 25-3. It's the Titans. It's not too impressive, but to score 25 points, it's not that easy in the NFL. And this is a big game for the AFC South. Look at both these teams are 8-4. First place on the line, dude. That was the second game this week we're talking about with the first place being on the line. The under probably could be a play here. There is 2 pretty good defenses, and it's a divisional game. A lot to play for. But you know what? I think we're going to take the home dog with the points. I think we're going to go Jaguars +2, because I was looking here, and Indy's got Seattle on the board next week, and Jacksonville, you know what? They got the Jets on the board next week. I think this might be a look-ahead game for the Colts, even though this is first in the AFC South. I know it's kind of tough to say, but give me the Jaguars +2 in this game. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game right here. Commanders at the Vikings. We got Commanders 2-point dogs over under 41.5. Commanders are coming off that loss in Denver on that primetime loss, 27-26. Pretty impressive, if you ask me, to score 26 points against that Denver defense. And on the other side, Minnesota, they didn't put a point up against Seattle, 26-0. They got skunked, dude. And then a week before that, they put up 6. I don't know, man. I don't trust this Vikings team whatsoever. Last 10, they're 3-7. And then last time these 2 teams played was 3 years ago. Vikings did beat them 20-17. They've also won 3 straight games against them. Vikings do tend to own these guys at 7-3 straight up, 5-4-1 against the spread. These games tend to go over. But I'm feeling something here, dude. Washington, they're that 7-game losing streak, 7 games right here, dude. They're due, right? They got to win one. And Minnesota, their 4-game losing streak. I don't know, man. Jaden Daniels is still questionable. They're talking about bringing him back this week. I wouldn't bring him back. I'd keep him on the shelf at least one more week. But if he does come back, this line could flip easily. And then J.J. McCarthy's returning this week, but he doesn't scare me at all. I don't think he scares the books at all. A lot of money's coming in the Commanders as well. Lines are not reflecting this. what you got. I mean, you got plus 101 in some books. They're still 2-point dogs. I think Vegas is playing games here with us, if you ask me. Give me pick of the week, pick talk, week 14. Give me the Commanders +2 at the pick of the week, baby. Lock that in now. Lock it in early. I don't think there's any other time to lock it in. So let's make this money on this game. So let's move on to this next one. Bengals at the Bills. Bills 5.5-point favorites over under. What is that? 52.5. The Bengals are coming off that big primetime win on Thanksgiving versus the Baltimore Ravens, 32-14. We did talk about that. That was the dog of the week last week. We fucking killed it. We took it. We took the points. We took the money line. We like the Bengals, baby. What can you say? And I think Joe Burrow's back. I think he's for real. And Buffalo's there is coming off that win against Steelers, 26-7. And then last time these two teams played, that was 2 years ago. Bengals did win 24-18, and Burrow owns Josh Allen, dude. Won last two straight up, and they covered straight up. But the Bills are 5-1 straight up at home this year. That kind of does scare me a little bit as far as like taking a Bengals money line. So I could see this game coming down to maybe a field goal. But Hendrickson's still not expected to play, but the Bengals defense looked nice without him. I was also reading that Bosa, on the other side of the ball, Bosa might not even be expected to play. A little hamstring injury last week. I think this may be a spot, dude. I think the Bengals can keep this up. I think this might be an over spot. Every Bengals game is an over spot. Every week shows it. This total should fly over. But we're going to roll with the Bengals +5, dude. I think the Bengals are going to keep it high. High momentum coming in this game, keeping it tight. Bengals +5, baby. Give me the Bengals +5 in this game. Next game of the week, let's go ahead and move over to Denver. 7.5-point favorites at your Raiders, over under of 40. Denver's coming in here at first in the AFC West at 10-2, and Vegas is fourth in the AFC West at 2-10. Kind of the opposite right here. Denver's coming off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-game winning streak, dude. That's really impressive. I mean, that defense is holding them together because Bo Nix, I don't know how he's doing it. On the other side of the ball, Raiders are coming off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-game losing streak, 1-9 the last 10 games. And head-to-head, these teams, they played last month, and Denver did beat them 10-7. But Vegas did cover the 8.5-point spread, dude. Pretty crazy. And then this game right here, what is it, 7.5? I mean, it kind of seems trappy if you ask me. Broncos could roll here. And then Denver's they're hungry, dude. They're hungry for the first seed. They should keep the foot on the gas here. The divisional matchup, though, and it's always scary, man. It's always scary. I like the unders, but where the last game went 10-7, they scored 17 total that week. The under may be a trap spot here. I like Denver winning, I don't know, 24-10, maybe 24-10. I guess considering that would still be the under. But let's just roll with Broncos -7.5. They're hot. We'll roll with the hot hand. We're going to stay with that hot hand. Let's go and move on this next game here. Bears at the Packers. Packers 6.5 or up to 7 now. Over under 44.5. Yeah, Bears are coming off of 1, 2, 3, 5-game win streak, and huge win off the Eagles, 24-15. We had the Bears +8 in that game. Hopefully you guys took it. Hopefully you guys cashed. Packers beat Detroit on Thanksgiving in that morning game. We had the Detroit money line. It was a close game. Amon-Ra went out early. Probably could have been a way different game if that didn't happen. Packers do own these guys straight up 9-1 and 8-2 against the spread. Over-unders do lean to the over 6-4 as well. Last time these two teams played, Chicago did win straight up as a 10.5-point underdog. Yeah, the Packers really have dominated this matchup. There's going to be a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball here, though. Both teams are banged up. 6 players in the injury report for the Bears, 7 for the Packers. And this line is probably reflecting their home record here. Look at their home record right here. Packers 4-2 at home. Yeah, so, and then look at the Bears are 5-2 on away though. So it's kind of like it's going to be a good divisional game here. Bears 8-2 in the last 10 against the spread. This could be a look-ahead spot here for the Packers, though. If you do take a look right here, they are playing the Broncos next week in Denver. They could be looking to knock those bad boys off, too, showing them, maybe we're the best team in the NFL, but who knows? And then the Bears, like we said, they play the Browns next week. I don't really see them looking ahead. I think this is a bigger game for the Bears. Don't sleep on the Bears here. They may be hibernating. The Bears may be hibernating a little bit, but I know it's wintertime. Give me the Bears plus 6.5. I think we're just going to keep betting the Bears until it falls off the cliff. Bears 6.5. Next game here. Your Los Angeles Rams 7.5-point favorites at your Arizona Cardinals over under 48.5. Rams are coming in here at 9-3, first in the NFC West, and Arizona fourth in the NFC West at 3-9. Rams are coming off that loss versus the Panthers, 31-28. I know a lot of people lost Survivor on that. At least that's how my Survivor ended. That's rough one. And then the Cardinals are coming in here, 4-game losing streak, 1-9 the past 10 games. Not too good. Rams own them straight up, 7-3 straight up, 6-4 against the spread. Last time these two teams played last year, Rams did take that victory 13-9. The Rams are coming off that tough loss, dude, against the Panthers. I don't know, man. I think they'll have a chip on their shoulder here. Rams are healthy. I believe no one is on their injury report. And on the other side of the ball, the Cardinals, they got 6 guys on the injury report, dude. Cardinals 1-5 at home this season. I could see the unders here. I might as well just take unders in all these divisional games. Watch, it's going to happen. Just parlay them all. $5. Be a millionaire. Just kidding. Why not? Just fuck it. Try it. Like I said, could see the unders here, but the Rams are traveling back from the East Coast. They're going to be hungry. They don't want to take a divisional loss here. 7.5 is scary. I'd be a little bit more worried if it was 6.5. So we're going to roll with the 7.5. Give me the Rams minus 7.5. Let's go ahead and move on to our Sunday night game here. Houston Texans at your Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs 3.5-point favorites over under 41.5. Houston's coming in here at third in the AFC South, 7-5, and Kansas City's coming here at 6-6, third in the AFC West. What a season for the Chiefs, man. I don't think anybody was expecting it, but it was due. It was due, baby. Texans are coming in here off a 1, 2, 3, 4-game winning streak. CJ, he's holding them together. Mills got out. CJ came back. He's fine right where he just left. Kansas City is coming off that tough loss on Thanksgiving against the Dallas Cowboys, 31-28. And head-to-head, the Chiefs kind of own these guys, man. 8-2 straight up, 6-4 against the spread, and 6-3-1 to the over-under. Chiefs, look at right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight up, the last 5 against the Texans. So, this is gonna be a big game for both these teams for the playoff bubble. They're literally on the outside looking in. The primetime unders is always a spot for these kind of games, especially this kind of game is probably going to be a dogfight. Two good defenses, man. Two really gritty defenses. And, I think this is going to be a tough environment for the Texans, but I think they should be able to hold it together as long as their defense can. It's going to be cold in Arrowhead. They're going to have a game ahead of them. But fuck it, dude. Let's do Texans plus 3.5. I just feel like every game, everybody's all over the Chiefs, and even if they do win, they're going to win by a field goal here. Give me the Chiefs minus 3. Not Chiefs. Give me the Texans plus 3.5. Let's move on to the last game of the week. We got your Eagles at the Chargers. Eagles 3-point favorites over under 41. This line is moving up. It was at 40.5 last night. You guys can see right here. And then Philly first in the NFC East at 8-4, and LA second, the AFC West at 8-4. Philly is coming off back-to-back losses. I don't know, man. This team doesn't look like the Super Bowl champions last year. It's kind of embarrassing if you ask me. And the Chargers, they beat the Raiders. Whoop-dee-doo. Lost to the Jags, got beat down by the Jags 2 weeks ago. And head-to-head, straight-up Chargers own these guys, though. 3-1 straight up, 3-1 against the spread. But these games, they do tend to go over. 4-0 to the over every time these teams played, even though the last time they played was in 2021. A lot of early money coming in on the Eagles. I was reading like 80% early money's coming in on the Eagles. public sharps, whatever you want to call it, and it's probably due to those back-to-back losses that they've had against the Bears and the Dallas. And maybe it probably could be due to Herbert dealing with that with his hand fracture. It's a non-throwing hand, but he's still dealing with it. Amari and Hampton could be back for the Chargers as well. And on the other side of the ball, Eagles Lanes Johnson, he's listed questionable for Monday Night Football. So that's going to be huge for the Eagles if he could play or not. Huge in the pass block, run game, all of it. They're going to need it against that Eagles front. This game is going to go over. I know. How isn't it going to go over? I know I do primetime unders. These teams are hungry, dude. Give me the over here, 40.5. I think that's the right spot. I think that's the right play. Let's call it a day. Those are the picks for Week 14. If you guys like the show, please tell your friends about it. Like and subscribe. I do like new subscribers. So comment down below what you guys think of the picks. If you guys tailed last week, if you guys won some money, we're gonna win some money again this week. You have a great week. Lock in, boys.